Hey guys, welcome back to Aquariums Down Under. Today will be mainly just a tank update, as I don't really have much new that I'm putting in. But I do have a bird's nest that's going in. It's been floating here for about 15 minutes already. So I'll put it after I'm done talking about this, I'll put it in the bag. But with that bird's nest, I was only looking for one bird's nest. And someone replied, I posted on a Facebook forum for Australian reefers, saying, seeing if anyone had any in the state I lived in. And 2 people replied, and one person sent me photos, and I had a look at the photos, and had some really nice ones, and I chose 2 because I couldn't decide between which one. So I got 2 of those, and then the other guy messaged me later with the photos of his. And it's this one here. It's like a can't really see it in the bag too well, but it's more of like a browny pinkish base with yellowy green tips on it. But I'll just get that into the bucket with the dipper. You already know how I do that. Well, when I got that in there, I'll do the update on the tank. So we got the coral dipping. So I'll do the update now. The hawkfish I got a couple weeks ago is doing really well. It's really got lots of personality too. It doesn't even like seaweed. Like I feed nori every day because the rabbit fish doesn't even like nori that much. If I put it on the tip, it won't eat it. But when I was putting it in there, it was like swimming up to me and like eating out of my hand. And all the other fish are doing really well. The melanurus wrasse is getting really fat. The duncans, they're doing really well. The chalice, that is starting to encrust even like really quickly. Like last video, I think it was last video, the video before I showed you was encrusting. It's encrusting really quickly. This montipora is doing pretty well. It's starting to plate out around the edges. It does have a little white mark there, but that has been there for a couple of days and doesn't spread. Because that happened before with this montipora. I got a couple of white marks and they healed up really quickly. Oh, and also I think I figured out what that little anemone there is. I think it might be a little ricordia. Because if you look at these ricordias, they've got a similar pattern to it, and these ones have an orange mouth. And around the edges, there's like, not around the edge, like down the middle, there's like a line there, a line there, and like a line there, one over here, where the bubbles are like white. And if I go to this one here, it has an orange mouth. Oops, this actually moved the. I accidentally moved the ends there, so it's probably a bit noisy. But it's got an orange mouth, which you can't really see on video too well. But yeah, it's got an orange mouth, and it has the like white. There we go. Trying to get it focused. It's got the white bubble things around the edges, so it might be a little ricordia. But all I know at the moment, it's not a pest anemone because it doesn't spread really quickly. Torch coral down here is doing really well as usual, same as the ricordias, they're doing well. This one here is like sending out super far. This one here is doing well, same as this. The back here, I think it might be getting a little bit stung by this hammer coral, which is doing pretty well. The green star polips doing well. This acan's doing well. I can't say the same for this one here though. See along the edge there on the left side. It's a bit hard to see because it's in the shade. You can see a bit there. It's died off there because this torch coral here. It used to be. You can see there's a white patch on the rock. That's where the acans used to be. And this torch coral started stinging it, so I moved it over there. And it's healing back pretty nicely. And this torch coral was still in the middle there, but something's knocked it knocked it over there and it's still doing fine. So I'll just leave it there. In case I have to move it. Like, and I'll move it if I have to move it. But the Lobo is doing really well. It's starting to get, try to get it to focus on it. You can see gold stripes along the front of it, like little gold stripes in the green part of the coloration. Trachyphyllias, they're doing really well. This one got, I stood this up, about half an hour later it got knocked over when the melanurus wrasse went to sleep. Because it likes sleeping right there next to the, you can even see where it goes into sleep, where the sand's a bit cleaner. But it likes to sleep right next to it and just knocks it over whenever it goes in, so don't even bother standing up, because it does fine lying down, it doesn't die. I'll end up turning it around though so you can see it from this way. But yeah, the colours on them are looking really good. The zoanthids, some of them are doing good, some of them are doing alright, some aren't doing too well. So these goblin, they're doing pretty well. These pink random ones, don't know what they are, they're doing really well. The Bam Bams, one of them's just closed up at the moment. They're doing pretty well. They're doing the best out of all of them. You can see down there under the top polyp, there's a tiny little baby head there. The rastas, I don't know what's happened to this one at the front here. You can see it's got like a little bit of a discoloured polyp. The orange just sort of disappeared and the green's gotten darker. But I just came home from school one day and in the morning it's looking like the one to the back. Came home from school, is this colour. No idea what happened to it though. These, the ones here, I think they're all opened up now. I'll come with these ones here. They still look nice, but I'll come around here and show you the problem with them. There used to be a fourth head at the back, and the bottom that started to like shrivel up, and then it just disappeared. And then a couple of days later, these ones starting to get a bit wrinkly as well. So I don't really know what's happening with them. Hopefully they don't die. I might end up re-dipping them with what I've done is I've ordered from because this dip I'm using at the moment, the Sea Chem Reef dip, is not really the best for killing pests. It's good for if you're trying to heal corals because they've gotten damaged, because it's iodine based and that helps heal corals. But it's it's letting some pests through, because I've seen the pests in my tank in some places. They're not like terrible pests, like they wipe out your whole tank, but I've seen them get into my tank. So I ordered some Revive, and I also ordered a magnesium test kit and a magnesium buffer from over east, because the reason I ordered the magnesium test kit and magnesium buffer from over there is because it's cheaper, and I was already ordering the Revive, which I couldn't find anywhere over here, so I got it from over there. And when I get that, I'm going to be re-dipping the montipora and some of these zoas. But yeah, the reason why I got this bird's nest as well, you know what my magnesium is because this stylophora has been doing really well. It's like nice, really good polyp extension on it. So I'm just judging off that the magnesium is in a range that is okay for the tank. The pavona is doing really well from where I moved it. I actually reckon it's doing better and has better coloration, even though you can't, in the video it looks bleached. It's like a really bright, well, similar colour to these. There's the colour of those, but a bit brighter. Check in the video, can't really see it. Maybe if I come around here you could see it better. No, it still looks bleached. I think it's just the light. It reflects the light or something, makes it look bleached. But yeah, so for the most part, everything in the tank's doing well. On this montipora, the damage has not spread at all. I don't know what's happening with it. I'm re-dipping that when I get the revive. And down in the sump, show what's happening with the chatter reactor. Let's turn it on. The timer that I got didn't work. It's going to be pretty noisy right now. I'm going to take the coloured filter off the camera. So if you're wearing headphones, turn the volume down or skip ahead like a couple seconds because it's pretty noisy pretty soon. So I took the colour filter off, and so it hasn't really grown. I don't think it's grown much, the chato in there. It hasn't died, so that's a good thing, but it hasn't really grown too much. I don't know if it's not enough nutrients in my system or something, because someone I forgot who it was, on the comments of one of my videos they said that I might not have enough nutrients in my tank to set up an algae reactor, but so I had to just give it a shot anyway. It hasn't grown, but it hasn't died, so it's not really anything happening with that. Try and see any. It's not focusing on the outside glass. The copepods. There's been quite a few copepods that have been growing on the outside. See if I can get some down there. No, but there's lots of copepods on this side here. Just trying to focus on the middle part, not the outside. No, I can't get any focus, but there's been quite a few copepods that have been growing in there. It's not even focusing at all on it. It wants to focus on this tube, but yeah, there's been quite a few copepods that have been growing in there off the sorry, I actually paused the video there, but there's been quite a few copepods growing in there from that came on the chater from the guy's tank, and I also added the water in that bag to my tank because he's got a healthy tank and I trust him, so I added that to there because it was full with copepods and amphipods, so I added that there. Skimmer's been doing a good job. It's low at the moment because I took the water out for the dip, so I need to put some water back in there. With the auto top-up system, I've got it off at the moment because I've taken some water out, so it doesn't fill up back with fresh water. I need to put salt water back in. So the auto top-up, that like last week I think, or it might have been over 2 weeks, it just went off in the middle of the night beeping for no reason. It just started going beep 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 really loud, and it's been really annoying because it wakes me up, and then I just gotta, all I do to fix it is turn it off and on again. So I don't know what's really happening with it. Yeah, that's it for the sump. And for the tank, yeah, that's it for the tank. So I'll just come back once I got the coral dipped, and I'll probably end up placing it over here. So I'll see you then when I've got it dipped and put in the tank. Gotten the bursts into the tank. I don't really know where. I know I wanted to put it on this top of this rock here, because I'm leaving this area for like my favourite piece of SBS. I'll put one of the two of the bird's nests I'm getting next weekend. That I got on Facebook as well. Up here, and I also want to put a this one will come in a while. I'll probably end up getting it for my birthday, but forest fire digitata, which is a type of montipora. But it, like with montipora, there is the plating ones, which is this one. There's an encrusting one, which is encrusted over the rock, and then there is the digitata, which grows out like a bit like stylophora, but a bit more. It's like kind of a cross between stylophora and bird's nest. But so I'll be putting them up there, maybe a few more SBS up there. Because I'm not really confident with aquapora yet, so I'm not gonna what will happen when I get if I eventually get confident with aquapora, like with my alkalinity being stable, I'll just end up moving most corals off the top of this rock, getting rid of some of the corals down here, and moving the SPS off the top of the rocks to like the middle of the tank, and then aquapora on top, because they love lots of light. Yeah, so here's the bird's nest. I think it's just the light on this rock. It just doesn't like, it's just very glary over here because you can't really see the colour in this either. But it's like a pinky brown base with green tips. It hasn't opened up yet. The polyps haven't come out yet. But I'll come back when the polyps have opened up. And one thing that always happens when I add a coral to the tank is the melanurus wrasse just starts pecking at it. Maybe looking for pests or something. I don't know. Just really curious with it. Hopefully one time I don't add coral and then it starts pecking at the glue. Yeah, so this is the bird's nest. Hopefully it does well there. If I like decide it needs more flow or something, it's like not getting enough light or flow, it's not doing too well. I can always just move it to that part there. And with the frag plug, I haven't taken off the actual disc part of the frag plug because it's pretty encrusted onto that. I just got a pair of bone cutters, which these ones aren't the ones used for aquariums. These are because they're not stainless steel ones. But I wasn't gonna cut coral stuff with them, so it's not gonna get the coral infected. But I just used them to just snap off the bottom, like crack off the bottom of the frag plug, and it worked pretty well. But yes, that's it for the moment. I'll go back in a little bit and show you when it's opened up. So the coral's been up here. Been here for probably hour, or probably 2 hours. But yeah, the colours are really nice on it. Currently, it all really looks the same colour on the camera, but it's really nice colouring. The polyps have come out a little bit, but not as far as they were in his tank. It was pretty fluffy in his tank, not as fluffy as the stylo, but it was pretty fluffy. I think it's because it's still a bit like most other corals open up pretty quickly, but it's still probably a bit closed. Like these zoanthids all were from the dip, because they don't really like the dip that much. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully the can't see it at the moment, but hopefully the rastas starts being able to grow algae. Next week I'll be getting the two birds' nests, maybe a fish, probably not though. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video.